So as you can see, the Hydralisks are taking over, and they're making themselves at home, while we are desperately throwing our last waves of forces at them. Desperately hoping that we'll hang on, even though I'm pretty sure we are going to die.
I want you to take note, I don't think it's these two. No, these two are suiciding right now. I'm throwing them to their ultimate deaths. They're going to meet Tassadar, and they're there. I believe it's this one that pops out. This becomes the sole survivor of this massacre that is happening now until later in the game. But he becomes a very pivotal part in stopping Caleb from producing anything with his eggs and larvae later on. We'll get there.
If you've seen the replay that Husky does and of Pylo the Pylon, this is actually his first cousin, Pheno the Phoenix. And Pheno survives for some time, but then ultimately crashes to his doom.
And right here, I'm trying to throw up as much of a defense as I can. I still had a worker in there. Oh yeah, I'm like performing my trying to get another Nidus worm up to try to start another base, which I later go to because I completely drain all the resources from my first one.
You know, the Nidus worm kind of reminds me of the movie Tremors. Did y'all ever see that? Like the I know y'all have seen that.
Yeah, don't step on the ground, run on the rocks. Only these eat and then regurgitate safely.
So we're basically out of the game, and I actually hesitated. I almost quit the game here because that's normally what I do. But I was like, hey, look, Caleb still has a little base. I guess I can watch him get destroyed. But it proves me wrong.
It's just because I rock at StarCraft and I take the computer's stupidity, is what I'll call it, stupidity, AI intelligence to my advantage.
They rubbed it in. I just realized they contaminated an unpowered building. That seems a little overkill to me, but whatever makes them happy. And I've lost Pheno. There he is. He's chilling. He knows what he's doing. I think he's about to pick up a larva. Or fly in circles. So, yeah, we're pretty much decimated at this point, and we've been raffle stomped, and Landon has no idea why. And there goes massive pings.
And if Caleb didn't happen to find himself an island, then we probably would have went down way sooner. But fortunately, he found himself an island, 2 islands, and he's rebuilding, and he's producing units, and he's getting ready to go. Pheno the Phoenix is just flying around and enjoying himself. He gets more fresh air than I do. Jeez, look at that ground force.
That is death incarnate. And just so we clarify, because I don't think we showed this, and I'm not sure if it shows up here, this is computer on hard. Not insane, not whatever, not very hard. In fact, you could probably say it's normal. They probably took it easy on us, and we, completely... See, this is where we were. We're not there anymore. And if not for this, which, if it wasn't for computer stupidity, this wouldn't be here either. But I'm going to speed it up.
Yeah, at this point, I'm like, okay, so what I'm going to focus on is I'm going to focus on my base, and I give control of my units to Landon and Carrie and stuff. And yeah, this is where Pheno's totally scratching my overlord's back. A bug on it. Yeah, there's a bug on it. He's trying to get it off. So he's tormenting my overlords.
Yeah, because, he does whatever he wants. Because now he picks up more larvae.
And you gotta admit, picking up larvae is the coolest thing you've ever seen in your whole life. As a matter of fact, the Phoenix is one of the coolest looking units in the game, I have to say myself. I don't know if you've ever played Escape Velocity Nova, but yeah, scratch that. You probably haven't played it. But it's a really cool game, and there's a lot of cool different spaceships and stuff on there that you get to fly around. And now Pheno the Phoenix is having seizures.
For a little bit of a lull factor, let's just check out this APM tab. I know everybody... Oh, look, I canceled whatever that drone was trying to do. I know that everybody says, you know, APM doesn't mean much, but I think whenever it's overmatched as much as you're about to see, you know, 21, 41, 39 to the 200s, I think it makes a little bit of a difference. Especially...
And we see the massive ground force heading our way, but there's a giant Grand Canyon that's stopping them from getting to us, and they're desperately trying to, I guess, drops on us, trying to drop some units down to destroy us. But of course, Caleb, with his awesomeness, is destroying everything that's coming by, and of course, Pheno the Phoenix is I mean, he's rocking and rolling, man. Look at that guy. You know, I want to be Pheno the Phoenix, man. Let me tell you. Look at, oh, wow. Oh, Pheno! No!
As, you know, similar reaction, that says it all. You know, I'm done.
Dang, man, you're loud. But I guess that was the morning for Pheno the Phoenix. He will be missed. But as of right now, there's like only my forces left. That's it. There's like absolutely nothing left. And so like my main concern was like to train as much anti-air, which I mentioned before, and then later on, Carrie pops the idea is like, hey, we could still win this, because like my original intention was like, okay, I'm just gonna hold out as long as I can because defeat is inevitable. Yeah, right here is awesome because they actually try to make it through, but they just couldn't do it.
This is actually probably one of the most enjoyable parts of the game, in my opinion, because they're just sending all their units to their doom. It's really cool, especially because you can see their ground forces over there. And I don't know if you realize this, but the ghosts are actually sniping off units. You'll hear the gunshot go off if he gets too close or whatever. And anytime they get like an observer or something over here, or a dropship, you know, they have sight of this of his base. And but it's amazing. It even gets better. So.
Yeah, they look at them, you know, standing there. Oh, the observer! I can't believe I missed that. That was such a, you know, big part of their attack force. But they're standing here looking across the chasm. They can see. They wish they were over here, and wish there weren't so many flying, you know, squids of death just waiting to destroy any chance of them getting over.
And so like it's getting close to about here that Carrie's like, hey, why don't you start training some brood lords? We may actually still have a chance on this. So I'm like, okay. So I start like working on the build to start training some brood lords, and as you will see, it will eventually lead to our comeback.
Yeah, we're about to get backdoor observered here, right before the observer or the overseer gets there, followed by the observer, and we're missing a giant battle.
As you can see, there's still over 30 minutes left of this commentary, and so if you have plans, you might want to pause the reload or the replay of the commentary. If not, get you some popcorn, sit back, and have a good time.
And get you a greater spear, because that would help. Spear.
I really like how like the computer like can't get through my forces. They have like all this massive ground force like taking up all their population cap, and they can't train a big enough or not smart enough to train a large enough air force to try to take me.
You have these three right here going against this, which is not even all, you know, this. That's included everything else down here. And because the computer decides to throw their units in one at a time, which makes perfect sense, other than these small little strike forces here, you know, we're able to hold it off fairly well until this drop, and this queen's about to get dominated.